Let me ask you this though. Was there ever a point growing up where you just almost settled? Like, was there ever a time where you were just like, this is what it's going to be like. So, were you ever like comfortable, or did you ever not think of getting out?
Never. And that is the one thing I think that makes me different than someone else is that I never, ever wanted to settle. And even when I thought settling was like my only option, I would kind of have to settle because I had no choice, but I would consistently be dreaming bigger and thinking of solutions and trying to problem solve and not only just sitting there dreaming, but like how can I actively take action? Like what can I do to actually better myself? And so that is one piece of advice I would say for you, Christy, is okay, maybe you've gotten into a rut where you feel like you have already like settled and you already can't get out. Well, the first step is changing your thought. Like, do not settle. Like, if you're not happy, if you feel like you didn't have the strength to break whatever cycle it was that, that you needed to break or go from, that's okay. Accept yourself, love yourself, give yourself grace for that, but then change that thought pattern because absolutely everything starts with the power of your mind. So your thought of that you're not strong enough, well, then you're not going to be strong enough because you're telling yourself you're not strong enough. But if you start to think to yourself, and I mean, I'm trying this myself all the time because I've been real depressed and anxious for the past like few years. And I realized that like that kind of negative energy just breeds more negative energy. And I just became more and more depressed and anxious and insecure and feeling worthless and hopeless. And like,
You've been great lately.
and though that
I do.
I've been going to church. I've been praying more. I've been
You
meditating
catch
more.
yourself now
And
where it's just like and then you just start to breathe, or you think about what you're thankful for, and
yeah,
you change.
yeah. And that is the hardest thing to do. But once you start doing it, and it's not going to happen overnight.
Well, it sounds like you never lost sight of where you wanted to be. And you don't have to set like a finite limit, like, I just want to be here.
This is the thing is,
it's almost like you never wanted to be where you were, which always kept you motivated and kept you going to reach bigger, better, or just different.
yeah, just goals. And so I think if you're sitting here listening to this right now and you don't have a goal in mind or any sort of ambition, the first thing you can do to bring yourself a little bit of joy is to write down any goal. It could be short term. I think you should have a couple short term and a couple long term.
Something to accomplish.